Now, ladies and gentlemen, as it seems, I don't know if I'm going to get anybody to come live with me. However, you are more than welcome to enter my live. Uh, just go ahead and send your request. And nobody's listening. Nobody's on. Great. So, since nobody's on, let me go switch it to something else and delete this one. No, actually, let me stay because I already told other people. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk real briefly about the situation we've been having over the years, which is YouTubers, TikTokers, Instagrammers, all convincing the world that America is a hate filled propagandist uh, territory that preys on the minorities. See, the problem is during this time, some of us had businesses to own. Some of us were taking care of our flesh and blood. My older mother, for example. I watch these TikTokers, these YouTubers, all over social media, biting my lips. People like the Young Turks, cleverly named the Young Turks out of the people who created the biggest genocide to the Armenian nation, executing, slaughtering by millions in the Young Turks. Clever name there, Young Turks. Then you have that Dinesh guy, swears up and down he is an oppressed Iranian Muslim when indeed he's an Indian Christian. You're not going to lie with me anymore, Dinesh. You came to my footstep, knocked that door, I opened the door for you. Then we have other characters. It's really lovely that nobody's listening, but I'm fine with that. Maybe it'll get other people to listen later. For the time being, just take me with a pinch of salt. Then we had Tizant. All these people made millions, made thousands of dollars, such as ain't caring, in promoting hate, propaganda, and division to split up the United States, make us feel unlivable. They want to defund the police. Why? So criminals could run rampant through the streets, as we've seen during the riots during Black Lives Matter, where they looted and destroyed and burnt down black owned businesses in minority, poverty stricken areas of the world while you scream Black Lives Matter? They didn't matter to you. Do you know how many abortions are wasted by the millions? The biggest killers of black people in the United States is abortion. So you know. Second biggest killer is black on black crime. So you know. Yet they scream to you in many lies, defaming this country, saying that they are oppressed in the United States. Why? Because they scammed you guys out of millions of dollars. And people like Black Lives Matter, Tizant, Aunt Karen, Shiggy, that Dinesh guy, if I'm forgetting one, please remind me later. All scammed you. But here I am, a truthful, honest person, telling you you're not oppressed in the United States. In fact, you are living entitled in luxury. If you don't think you are not, if you feel you are oppressed, I suggest you Google the living conditions in African countries. Google the living conditions in Cuba. Google the living conditions in, in Hades, in Russia. Go ahead. Try saying you're homosexual in Russia. Let's see how far that gets you. Ladies and gentlemen, it ends today the reign of these social media terrorists, these hate groups that want to push down your notes that you are oppressed in the United States, when indeed you are entitled in comparison to the rest of the world. You should be grateful that you are in the United States. And if you feel oppressed, please, by all means, with all due respect and with all due love, leave. Let the people who are actually oppressed come here and replace you guys. I have no issues with that. But you hear them all the time screaming it up and down. They're oppressed, they're oppressed, they're oppressed. Really? Seriously? I mean, hold on. I don't even know if it's recording at this point because there's not one single viewer. And that's impossible. I have 500 followers. Let me see if this is actually working. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to leave this at that because I don't know if anybody hears this. Nobody's chatting. There's nothing that seems different. Let's see where this leads. But my discussion is I'm basically declaring war on all the social media hate and propaganda. It's time to make social media livable again. It's time to make America's social media proud again. It's time for you to understand, you entitled Americans, how great this God gifted country is to you. And if you don't want to, go ahead and Google other countries and see where you fare in that predicament. Example, there's slavery active in Africa, there's slavery active in China. You are here free and proud in this great nation of ours. Go ahead, I challenge you to find me a better country to live in. You scream oppression, you scream history, but you're living in the future, entitled with water and food in abundance in a free world. And you have the nerve to talk? Not with me, baby. Now let me let you go because I don't even know if this is recording. We'll find out.